Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Sonic, WWE 318, back again for another video for you guys. And today, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for my WWE Stomping Grounds 2019 review. Yes, guys, it is time for me to review this show that, while everyone was going into it, it was nothing going into it. Everyone's thoughts was going to be nothing but the show being nothing but a rehash show of nothing but, everything that happened at, Super Showdown. But, will that be the case? You will have to see that in a second as I'm going to review this show. Haha. But before we actually get onto that, I have three small little details that I like to say. Which the first being that, obviously enough, this is going to be a full-on actual review, and actually, with that says, an actual experimental review. What I mean by that, you'll see that in a second as well. But as I just said, this is actually going to be a full-on review for Stomping Grounds 2019. So you know what that means. If you actually did watch my prediction video and not going into this video blind, you would know that if I did not come out here on camera and actually give you guys my full-on review of the show, I will have to slap myself silly on camera. So, with that said, I am not going to slap myself on camera. Hoorays! So, yeah, so there's that. So, there's your little joke of the day for that. So, no slapping, no hand slapping, no face slapping will not be happening on my video. Haha, so, blah. But, so with that said out of the way, now the second/third thing out of the way is, whatever, not out of the way, to address, mind you, is going to be that at the time of recording this video is going to be the day before Independence Day / the 4th of July here in the United States. So, by the time this, I don't know when this is actually going to be. I don't know when this is actually going to make it onto YouTube. Whether it be the actual, whether it's going to be the day I'm actually recording this, the day of, or the day after 4th of July. But in any other case, guys, overall, I wish you all happy 4th of July / Independence Day. Tongue twister. That should be a game show. Tongue twister. No, I'm playing. For all the times I freaking say that word, I'll be the freaking host of that show. Welcome to Tongue Twister, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm playing. But no, but still, yeah, so no matter when whenever this video, mind you, whenever this video makes it onto YouTube, I do want to wish you guys a happy Independence Day or 4th of July, whether it's the day before, the day of, the day after Independence Day. So, happy early or late, or, legitimately 4th of July. So, there you go. After that blundering out of the way, so there's that. Happy 4th of July. So there you go. Happy 4th of July. But also, I must have to address this too, since actually the day of Stomping Grounds 2019 was my boy's birthday. I must say, happy 28th birthday, Sonic. So I didn't say it in my prediction video, so I had to say it here. So happy 28th birthday, Sonic. So, even though it's kind of belated, but still, so there you go. Happy birthday, happy late birthday, Sonic, and happy Independence Day to everybody watching this video, even if you're not in the United States. So, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Good day, good night, good afternoon. All happy holidays that you ever wish that are coming up, or either have passed or coming up soon. Whatever you want to do. So just happy days. Enjoy my video, ladies and gentlemen. Happy days. Enjoy watching my video. Sunshine and rainbows. No, I'm playing. Anyways, so now with that cringe out of the way, now we're going to get started with my actual review of this show, since that's what you came here for the video, is it not? Is it not? Or you just watch me, or you just come out here and just watch me being myself, and actually watching me being silly. That too. Either way, enjoy my video. Hit that like button, subscribe, and support me on Patreon. No, I'm playing. Okay, no, seriously, no. Jokes aside, all jokes aside and out of the way, we're legitimately going to get started with this review for Stomping Grounds. So, with this said, and as I said before, this is actually going to be an experimental review. So, what do I mean by that? Usually, I would come out here and usually just say, hey, here's the results and score, and then lead to my overall thoughts. The end of the video. But, this time, and actually maybe going towards the future, this may be my future format of my reviews. I will be going through my results and scores and whatnot. But on top of that, I will also be briefly going through each of these matches one by one and actually talk to you guys my brief thoughts on each of these matches. So, will this actually be a good format of my reviews? We'll have to see. So, with this said, we're gonna get this started, so we can actually go. We can put this format. We can put this test format to the test and see if it actually turns out to be legit, actually, a mainstay on my channel going into the future. So with this said, let's get this thing started, shall we? Alrighty, first things first, we have the triple threat kickoff show match for the Cruiserweight Championship match for, Cruiserweight Champions. Between Tony Nese, Akira Tozawa, and Drew Gulak. My first match was for Tony Nese to win, and he lost this match because Drew Gulak won this match, and he is officially, as of right now, the Cruiserweight Champion. Huzzah! So this leads to my score being starting out to being a 0-1. I'm not starting the show that hot. But so with this said, I must say, this match, holy shit! For me not being an avid fan or watcher of 205 Live, I must say, good shit, guys, good shit. Because literally, I have it literally in my notes right here. After the Drew Gulak wins / my loss of the prediction, I said right here, truly wanted to see Tozawa win it after seeing his performance in this match. Because holy cow, what a match this was. That alone tells you that this match was that fire. Because, oh my god, lots of good moves, lots of freaking specials, a lot of just adrenaline rushes, just on edge of your seat action. Because, just, oh my god, what a match. So, there's that for you guys that much. This match was on fire, and I can't stress it enough. As much as I do not watch these guys that much wrestle on 205 Live or just anything in general, these guys put up a great match, and it proves very well why they deserve some respect on the actual main roster. Because holy shit, if they could do this shit almost all the time, then holy cow, what are we missing? So, yeah, so that said, good job, guys, and holy cow, what a match that was. So, props to 205 Live for a good opening matchup for the show. So, there you go. Moving on, next, we have Becky Lynch taking on Lacey Evans for the Raw Women's Championship to officially open up the show. My first match was for Becky Lynch to win, and I did win this match, so that makes my prediction score being a tie at 1-1. Now, my thoughts on this match was that this match, it was okay. Granted, their Money in the Bank match was a hell of a lot better, and it looked like these two were kind of obviously going neck to neck evenly. But this time around, it seemed like Lacey Evans just couldn't keep up. For some reason, it seemed like she was doing a lot of botches, and you could easily tell that Becky was obviously in-ring communicating with Lacey. Do this move, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. You go here, I go there, It's blatantly obvious what they were doing in the ring, and for some reason, I don't know why that happened just now after seeing what they did at Money in the Bank and how well they did, how good the match they did at Money in the Bank. I don't know why this was here or why they turned it like this, but it is what it was, and you can clearly, as like I said, it was blatantly obvious that to the point where Becky was trying to do a move to Lacey onto a turnbuckle because she was trying to jump and she was trying to kick Lacey back or whatever like that, and Becky had to do that thing twice because the first time she jumped onto the second turnbuckle, Lacey wasn't there. She was way behind Becky, like way in the middle of the ring. When she jumped in and jumped and she kicked her leg back to try to kick Lacey. She was not there, so it looked like she just jumped up just to do a little kick, like a little fairy kick to the back of her leg, just to jump back down to the mat. Looking pretty stupid, I must say. So, yeah, so she had to do that thing twice just to see Lacey just to sell the move that she was trying to do. And like I said before, you can clearly tell that Lacey and Becky were talking back and forth in this match, of doing what to do next, and just blah 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 blah. So I don't know why that was. I hope this is just a one-off thing for these two to do this shit. Cause like I said, Third match of Money in the Bank was a hell of a lot better, and this time it just didn't seem like, especially Lacey Evans, just didn't have it in her in this match to actually go out there and actually do a thing. So, yeah. So, with all that said, looking all botched and kind of, sloppiness of this match aside, this match wasn't too bad for what it was worth, but definitely wasn't compared. Definitely was not better or even comparable to the match at Money in the Bank, I must say. So there you go. And so with this said, moving on. Next up, we had something actually pretty better. Coming off of that match, we had a tag team matchup between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn taking on the team of Xavier Woods and Big E Langston. My first match was for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to win this match, but I wouldn't have minded seeing the New Day get the W, in which they didn't. So Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn won this match, and what my prediction was come true. So that makes me take the lead of the score, being none other than 2-1. Now as I just said briefly there, to come off the last match, this match actually was pretty hot, actually on fire. Both teams were good on offense and defense. They both showing good moves. And everyone was going in and out of it. Everyone had their moment to shine, both on offense and defense. And overall, just led this match to be a very, very good show, and a good match to watch with these two teams. And ultimately just a good job on both sides. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Big E and Woods, nice job. Especially as I said before, especially coming off of that match with Becky Lynch and Lacey Evans, definitely a good taste of water, fresh cold water on a hot sunny day, compared to going out of that match between Becky Lynch and Lacey Evans. So, yeah. No more crapping on that match. Moving on, next, we have Samoa Joe and taking on Ricochet for the United States Championship. My first match was Samoa Joe to win to retain his title, but I would not mind seeing Ricochet actually get the W and actually win the title. And I actually lost this match because as of right now, Ricochet is our United States Champion. Hooray! Hooray for actually shock factor wrestling. Because as I said, as I was saying in my prediction video, and like I said right here, while I wouldn't mind seeing Ricochet actually doing it, if he actually were to do it, then holy crap! Because obviously Ricochet is really good talent, especially for me actually recognize the fact he actually is actually kind of local to me. He lives literally like an hour away from me from in Paducah, so there's a shout out from Paducah, so there you go. With the reality, WWE just bringing him in just recently, it doesn't really seem like they were actually going to give it that much of a push just as of yet, but if they were, then holy shit, they did a good job, and actually that's what they did, and so there you go, 2 thumbs up, Ricochet. United States Champion. There you go. Good job. So there's that. And just overall, just what a good match. I mean, these two didn't show no sign of slowing down. These guys were doing excellent moves all the time. Yes, someone does. So yes, there may have been 1 or 2 botches on the side. Ricochet may have doing some things with Joe. I'm not going to confirm or deny it, so take it as you will. That's what happens when it comes to wrestling, and mistakes happen, so yes. But overall, these guys went both neck and neck, and actually put out a really good match. And what's overall surprising led us to a surprising end, with Ricochet getting a push that he deserves, actually being the United States Champion. As they looking forward from here, going to a feud with AJ Styles, coming off of this last week's Raw, with Styles turning heel. Did he turn heel, guys? I don't know. Did he turn heel? It seemed like he turned heel because him and the club kind of attacked him. So you can probably result as a heel. If that's the case, then oh my God, why WWE? Yes, Styles does work as a heel, but he works better as a face. We love Styles, and we're never going to hate him. So no matter what you do, yes, we love Ricochet, and yes, we love Styles. So, in a sense, we're just going to be watching this match as a holy shit wrestling match. 2 good wrestlers going at it. more than a freaking, oh, you're supposed to hate Styles, and you're supposed to freaking love Ricochet, hate Styles. Oh, you know, actual storyline wrestling. Oh, you know, it's not gonna be like that, you know. So as much as you're trying to push it down our throats to say, ooh, hate Styles, ooh, hate Styles, ooh, hate Styles, it's not gonna happen because AJ Styles, needless to say, he's phenomenal. We're never gonna hate Styles. That is why when you turn heel, it just never really clicked because no one was actually hating on Styles because he's just that good. So, yeah. Needless to say, a heel turn for Styles once again, going with this potential feud with Ricochet for the United States title. I'm not looking forward to it, but it is what it is. It's WWE's attempt to actually get a feud with Styles and Ricochet, so take it as you will. But me personally, I'm not really gonna like it. I'm just gonna watch it as, hey, look, it's Styles and Ricochet. Go out there, go out there and steal the show, guys. But you know, Styles is a heel. It doesn't work for me personally, but I mean, it does work. But more likely than not, it doesn't work because obviously, we love Styles, and you know, we're never gonna actually never see him as a heel. So take that as you will. So but overall, with this said and done, ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, I lost this match. And that match prediction score tied at 2, a 2 wins, a 2 loses, heading out this match. And overall, this match with Ricochet and Samoa Joe, they delivered, and overall, good job, guys. Good job. So, let's move on next. And now there's a train coming. Oh no. I hear it coming, guys. So, as you can clearly hear the train coming up the horizon. I'm actually going to stop at a good time before I move on to this next match. So we're actually going to let this shit slide and let this train go away before we move on to the actual next up match with Heavy Machinery and Bryan and Rowan. So with that said, I'll see you guys in a second after this train passes. So with that said, I'll see you guys in a second.
A few moments later.
Guys, welcome back to the review. Now that train has come and passed by, and now we're actually gonna jump back right to where we left off. Luckily enough, before anything eventful actually happened, we actually stopped at a good time. So actually, for once, thank you, train, for actually going to a point where it would not kind of slightly ruin my review. Thank you very much. City trains, what can you do? But anyways, as before we left them, before the train came out, actually kind of rudely interrupted our review, we left off talking about Heavy Machinery taking on Bryan and Rowan for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. Now, with this said, my prediction for this match was for Bryan and Rowan to retain their titles, but I wouldn't have been too surprised if Heavy Machinery got the win over them. In which they actually did not, and Bryan and Rowan are SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. As Bryan or Rowan, I'm pretty sure it's Bryan, because I said it here, they won via roll-up pin, so I'm pretty sure obviously that was Bryan on probably not Harper, not the Calipari dude. I'm sorry I'm not good with their names just yet, but the more skinnier guy, the less fat guy that does the Calipari shit. You know, that guy. I'm pretty sure Bryan rolled him up and rolled him up and got him to 1, 2, 3 off of him to win the match. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened, so don't quote me on that, though. Don't quote me on that. But whatever happened, they won via roll-up pin, and that's how they won the match. So don't quote me on how that match ended, because I slightly just can't even remember. So, blah. Sorry about that. But, with this said, though, guys, I must say, this match, while the match itself didn't seem personally more of just a more TV style matchup, more of a match you would probably see on Raw or SmackDown. The crowd was the reason that sold this match. They were on Bryan all the time because obviously this took place in Washington State or Washington State University or whatever university it took place, or it took place in the state of Washington. As you know, Bryan is from Washington, so there you go. So the crowd was on fire for Bryan, and obviously not. Obviously with them being the heels, bear in mind, like I said, my story with my actual thoughts of Styles being a heel. This explains why Bryan's a heel, and they're actually there, supporting them. Hence why I say Styles shouldn't be a heel, because you get fans like this all the time supporting Bryan for Styles, no matter where you go. So they said, but the point still stands. The crowd was on fire for this match. They were on Bryan all the time. You know, let's go Bryan, Daniel Bryan, all yes chants, wherever, you know, Bryan was doing all kinds of moves where people would typically say no, the crowd was going yes. You know, so this crowd was just on fire on this match, selling all this big deal what Bryan was doing all the way. So there's that. And just all the time saying, I mean, yes, they were supporting, yes, they were cheering on Heavy Machinery too, because obviously they're good guys, and they're actually, you know, they're kind of irritating, so there you go. So while they were supporting Heavy Machinery sometimes, they were definitely on fire on the bun with Daniel Bryan, as I can't stress it enough. And yeah, you know, so while the match in general was not a match that you probably most likely see on more like on Raw or SmackDown, the crowd itself was the one who actually sold the show for this actual matchup between Daniel Bryan and Rowan and Heavy Machinery. But I must add right here, while the crowd was on fire, it would definitely make it seem like it was one of those sold out shows. Boy, is that not the case, because holy shit, the show was a fucking not sellout match, and the show was not a sold out show. It was not. Bunch of sides closed off. Everything was closed off, you know, and just everyone you've seen behind the scenes pictures, you know, curtains were closed off a bunch of sections in the arena, you know, people were giving away tickets for free at malls and whatnot, you know. This overall, attendance-wise, this show was an absolute freaking garbage fest for attendance-wise, but holy shit, for the people who actually did show up, they were absolutely on fire for the show in general, and for both this match and the show, and actually the show period. Oh my god, this crowd was just booming. You would absolutely, like I said, the crowd in general, the attendance was absolute trash and garbage. The people who actually did show up, and the people who did actually show up, you actually could hear on TV, they made you clear that they were hyped for the show. So there you go. At least you got, for the people who actually did pay your money, actually did got your shit worth, you actually got your shit actually worth. But if you actually did get for free, then lucky for you, you actually got a good free show for a free pass that you got for tickets from. Good job for you guys. Good old wrestling. So there you go. But needless to say, like I said before, the crowd just sold the show. While the match in general wasn't bad, it wasn't great, but you know, it was just a typical tag team match. So yeah. So there you go. I do not know that's Thunder, or is that some guy starting up his car. I don't know who that was. So wherever it was, there was that. I don't know. All right. So talk about Heavy Machinery, am I right? No, I'm playing. Okay, so with this said, like I said, journalists, gentlemen, that's what my thoughts of this match are. And heading out of this match, I am going to say I'm heading out of this match with a pick of a win, obviously enough. As we head this match, with me taking the lead of my score being none other than 3-2. So with said, let's move on. Next up again, and my thoughts of this match are going to be pretty similar as I just said before. Is going to be Bayley taking on Alexa Bliss for the SmackDown Women's Championship. My picks for this match was for Bayley to win, and she won this match. And at least my score to be my tongue twister, ladies and gentlemen, tongue twisters, blah. Summer heat and everything else and going on, all this shit in mind with me sitting here sweating and not having nothing to drink as you constantly talk about wrestling. Yeah, tells you how much I want to review right now. Okay, but back to the point at hand. Yeah, so me picking up the win again with Bayley, with my score being correct. I pick up another win score, which just leaves my score to be none other than 4-2. And as I said before, this match, just like I said before with Bryan and Rowan and Heavy Machinery, this match personally just seemed like one of those matches you would just see typically on a Raw or SmackDown episode, not on a pay-per-view event. And sadly enough, this was a match or a feud that said, "Oh my God, this is going to be a look forward to match. This is a match I'm looking forward to. Whoa, a go-to match. Oh, I can't wait to see Bayley and Alexa Bliss. Ooh, shock factor. You know, that was definitely not the case, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I have no idea what everyone was thinking about that, but that is not what I saw at all. So there you go. So straight to the point. Bayley, Alexa Bliss. While the feud's continuing right now with those two, and with the inclusion of Nikki Cross with the help with coming with these says, of Alexa Bliss. And, you know, with going on with the story, like, oh, you know, I'm helping Bliss, she's my friend, she's my good old friend, and blah, 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 blah. Leading to the eventual point, we're obviously going to see, you know, we're obviously see Bliss get pissed off at her and obviously just drop the ball. And we're going to see those two feud, you know, say, I need you, I never need you, you're not my friend, I'm just using you, blah, 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 blah. All that shit. We're just buying our time, to eventually see when that happens. So there's that. So eventually when that happens, we'll get to that when it happens. So there's that. So while we're buying our time with that, this match going right now, if we're going to continuously as we're going to continuously see Bayley and Bliss. Hopefully their shit gets better than this, cause yeah, this match just didn't seem like it was a pay-per-view quality match. Like, granted, it was not bad, it wasn't awful, but it just wasn't good either. So there's that. So typically this match, to me this felt like a match you would just watch on Raw or SmackDown. So there's that. So there you go. Hopefully their feud actually continues getting better with just these two taking on matches until we get to the inevitable freaking Bliss and Nikki Cross feud. Until that happens, as long as we had Bayley and Alexa Bliss taking on each other, hopefully their feud goes more better with those matches in the ring, and we can actually look forward as this match is a hurdle, actually just as a jumping over hurdle moment for better matches coming up ahead. So now with this said, like I said before, I'm leaving this match being 4-2, and we're moving on next to none other than Roman Reigns taking on Drew McIntyre. Excuse me. My previous first match is for Reigns to win, but I wouldn't have been too surprised if McIntyre got some help from Shane to actually get the win over Reigns, and he did not. Well, maybe he did, but you know, McIntyre did not win this match, and Reigns actually did win this match, and this leaves my score being 5-2. And now I am pretty sure it's about to storm. So you were actually watching a process of actually storm coming into my area, guys. So if it actually starts pouring here in a few minutes, you actually see it go down live here on camera. Joys. Hopefully it's not gonna be too enough so you can actually bear with my audio actually talking to you guys. So that is what it is. So I don't know. I'm getting slightly scared, guys. I'm scared. No, I'm playing. But yeah, so you might ask yourself, so my thoughts on this match. What did I actually thought about Reigns and McIntyre? This match in general, oh, wow, guys. I'm not saying wow in the sense of how the quality of the match is, but the length of the match. Or how I personally felt of it. Guys, I can't believe I'm saying this, guys, but I actually fell asleep during this match. Yeah, I actually fell asleep during this match. Oh God. Here it comes. Welcome to Storm, ladies and gentlemen. This is talking about Roman Reigns and WWE. We're here live with a Storm. Woohoo! Yeah! Okay. But for real, guys, this match in general, you know, I actually did fall asleep during this match. Did as well, this match, personally, was not actually that bad, or that good, I would say, but, oh my God, this is, I don't know if it was just me when we fall asleep during this match, or did this match drag on? Because holy shit, like I said before, I fell asleep in this match, and when I woke up again, it was still freaking going. So, I took a very, very short cat nap, or this match was a fucking long-ass match. Whatever it was, you take it as you will. Either way, I fell asleep during this match, and yeah, so there's that. I fell asleep during this match, so when I'm going off that mindset, I personally felt that this match was pretty lengthful, and just a holy crap, when this match actually in 10 match. So, there's that. And I must say that I personally feel that a lot of people going off the mindset of them being tired of Shane McMahon. I personally agree with that, because this has gone, it feels as Shane McMahon has been kind of pushed down our throats. Go figure, talk about that, talk about Roman Reigns not being pushed down our throats. Go figure. But, you know, wow. Reigns. I need to stop pitching the rain. But, yeah. It's kind of hard when I pay into the rain and it's actually coming down. Sorry, guys. But still, yeah, Shane McMahon. It's been for a while. I can personally see for a while how I'm getting to a point where everyone's getting that Shane McMahon's kind of being pushed down our throats. So I personally agree with that, and hopefully we get to a point where we're getting to a point where we're either going to see the end of the Shane McMahon push sooner rather than later, but no one did at least much. Or not, this is going to continue for probably a good period of time, but no one did at least much. That's what it's going to be. But actually, and it sucks because, you know, this whole shit seems like it's been kind of a clusterfuck kind of shit, because it all started with just two separate feuds, Shane and Miz, and Drew and Roman. Yeah, so that just started with those two, and, you know, everything was going fine. You know, Roman and Drew were doing their thing, and Shane McMahon and Miz were doing their thing. Everyone was on fire for that. Go figure now when reality sits in, and, you know, we're getting to a point where all these clusterfucks have to end, and where one feud ends, then we just said, why the fuck? Let's just combine the two together, and there you go. There's your feud. Now you have not Brian. Now you have Reigns taking on Drew and Shane McMahon for whatever reason. With the inclusion of addition of Elias, and then the revival on top of it. It just seems like overall clusterfuck of feud. Is that, guys? It's just me, or am I feeling that way? Just adding all sorts of things together just made a big old clusterfuck of feud. In reality, it sucks because, as I said before, I was personally enjoying Miz and Shane. They were going just fine, and they got to a point where I personally said this feud has to end. Where this feud does not have to be. This feud has gone too far. It needed to come to an end, and that's where it did. It came to an end eventually, and it just seemed like then we moved on from it like it kind of never happened. Because, yeah, as of late, you got Shane constantly having 2 or 3 falls matching with fucking Elias over and over and over and over again just to get to Shane McMahon. And when he does that, it's just Shane, you know, whenever he does, it's just Shane coming in and attacking Miz like it's a fucking joke. After we just had that long-ass feud with fucking him and Shane going towards WrestleMania and shit. What the fuck? What the fuck? But, you know, while that shit actually, and see where that shit ends, now back to going on right now, I'm going on for Raw, you still got Miz going out there saying, oh, I still want Shane, I'm going after Shane, I still want Shane. Like, what's going on? Like, what the hell is going on? Is Miz should not be going to Miz and Miz should not go after Miz. No, Miz should not be going after Shane anymore. His focus should, if you want the shit going on, his focus should be going on a feud with Elias. You want a feud? Have a feud with him and Elias. Have that be his focal point going after Elias. Let's kill him a feud. And keep the mindset of fucking focus being Reigns and Drew and Shane. That is your feud with Shane. It's Shane and Roman. That is what you want right now. That's your feud, not Miz. Miz should have nothing to do with this. But this is where my creative passion comes in. My creative mind comes in, guys. Picture this. If WWE actually wanted to do this, and they actually were that creative, like hold on this shit for a long, push the shit more further along, for even more longer. Bear this in mind. Bear this, guys. Just bear this. What if we have Roman and still having the feud with Shane and Drew, with the now addition of The Undertaker going towards the Extreme Rules now. So yeah, going into Extreme Rules with having Shane and Drew taking on Undertaker and Roman, what if Bear in mind, Undertaker could still actually be a part of this feud or not. Undertaker could be a placeholder for this match, placeholder for this idea. So bear in mind. So bear this in mind. I'm just using Undertaker as as an example slash placeholder, but he actually may be the case. He may be the case for my actual example. So with this said, so what if you have Undertaker and Roman with Shane and Drew? You have Miz, bear in mind, feud with Elias. And you have the Revival take on someone like the Usos. Have Usos taking on the Revival. Hell, that's actually their feud. They actually do have a feud. Holy shit, I didn't even think about that coming on camera. They actually do have a feud going on that WWE did not really pick up on. Since the whole freaking, hey, we're gonna spy him to take a shower, since he gets a shower shake, and then hey, we're gonna spice up the freaking drawers and make them freaking itchy and start putting itching cream or whatever in their freaking shorts and make them go crazy in the ring or whatever. That's the way the fuck they did it back in the day. You can use that as a build for Usos taking on the Revival. So you can have Roman, Undertaker, Miz, and Usos. That 5 taking on Shane, Drew, you got those 5 taking on Shane, Drew, Revival, and Elias. 5 on 5. You can have that going for Survivor Series and let that actually be the Survivor Series tag team match. So wouldn't that actually sound nice? Wouldn't that actually sound nice? You can actually, if you want to have Roman and Taker, actually, be a thing, or go and as of right now, actually be their own, be a thing, and just for the build for Extreme Rules. And if you actually want to split it up, you actually have, say, like Shane continue going on with Roman, and then Undertaker or wherever take it on Drew, or vice versa. You can have those be a feud, like I said. You can have Usos taking on the Revival, let that be a feud. And like I said before, you can legit have Miz taking on Elias, let that be a feud. And have all these feuds combined into one idea, actually one focal point of a match. And let that be your 5-on-5 Survivor Series tag team match. And let that be the focal point actually when that legit been in for everybody's feuds. Doesn't that sound nice? Doesn't that sound nice? And I don't know why. It sounds like I'm ranting. I'm not really ranting because obviously Rain's the reason why it sounds like a rant. I'm kind of raising my voice. It actually kind of sounds like a ranting. And I'm not really ranting. So if it does sound like I'm actually mad, I'm not. Well, I slightly am, but I'm not. But because obviously now the Reigns making me use a freaking louder voice for me to actually carry my voice to the camera. So if it sounds like I'm ranting, I'm not trying to. So bear that in mind. Bear that in mind. It sucks because I'm losing my voice while I'm talking. So that sucks, but it is what it is. You actually, like I said, live on camera, you actually saw a freaking storm come in out of nowhere, actually just come flooding in my area. So, bear that in mind. That's it. This gives us a watchability of the actual video, besides just editing the video, so I can actually just see the shit actually happen going down on camera. Go figure. You never know what happens when you're actually recording on camera. Go figure. Non-scripted, slightly scripted videos. You never know when that happens. So, yeah. Bear in mind. So, yeah. Going back to the idea I had. Wouldn't that sound nice? If WWE actually was that creative and actually that smart to actually hold off their ideas for this shit, wouldn't this be nice for their Survivor Series match for having these 5 with Shane, Drew, Revival, and Elias taking on Roman, Undertaker, Usos, and Miz? Wouldn't that sound nice? It's self-explanatory, guys. All these dudes can have their shit going along the way, going towards November, and all these things can come together as one unit, and actually that can be the final point where it all ends. So, will that happen? Most likely not. But me being creative, that it is what it is. So, there you go. But all of this shit in mind, this overall leads me to a point that hopefully sooner rather than later, we're going to see the Shane McMahon push, especially going towards SmackDown going to Fox in the near future, and with the creative control going towards Eric Bischoff for SmackDown and Paul Heyman going towards Raw. we're hopefully going to see some changes here in the range for WWE. But bear in mind, this is the kind of I'm pulling this idea. I'm pulling this freaking subject right on the ass and random talk to these guys. Just for briefly talk about it, so I have to freaking just go on further and talk about it later on. Briefly saying the fact with Heyman and Bischoff gaining creative control of creative on SmackDown. I must say right now, guys, you can be hyped, but just keep the hype low. Do not be too hyped until change actually happens. Until you physically and legitimately see change happening right before your eyes on Raw and SmackDown, do not be hyped yet. So just like JD from New York said when this news broke out, you can be hyped, but just keep your hype down to a level where you don't get your hopes too high. So Eric Bischoff and Paul Heyman, they're taking control, creative control, and let's hope sooner rather than later we actually see some changes. So this godforsaken product can actually be good again. But until then, to briefly send this right back out so we can actually get back to the point at hand. You can be hyped, but keep your hype to a respectable level until we actually see the actual changes happening. So now with that said and done, and now with me actually addressing this whole blunder of a fucking bubble of a thought with going off Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre's match is freaking stomping grounds. Go figure, we're going off a long ass tangent with freaking Reigns show's coming my way. Going off of this long ass tangent, I'm going to just excuse me, dry throat. We're actually gonna stop. We're going to stop the presses where it is. No more talking about this. We're going to leave this bubble of a television, and we're gonna move on next to we're gonna jump right back on to this review of Stomping Grounds. So leaving this bubble of talk. Once again, I win this match between Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. What score being a 5-2. Next up, we have, leaving out of that bubble of a conversation with Roman Reigns and all that shit, we have Kofi Kingston taking on Dolph Ziggler, taking on, there's more than just two guys, no. Kingston and Ziggler for the WWE Championship and a steel cage matchup. My prediction for this match was for Kingston to win, and he did win this match, so that makes my score 6-2, so I can't really do anymore, but 6-2, so there's my score. And my thoughts on this match was that, just like a lot of others in this match was okay, but it could have been better. But personally, now I think about it now, it really did deserve or really need the steel cage stipulation. It really didn't need it. Hell, if you wanted to do more shit, since WWE's going so crazy with fucking 2 out of 3 falls match recently, I suppose they didn't just do that. But personally, I just didn't see this match really. Watching it, just really didn't seem like they really need a stipulation of a steel cage match, really. But it is what it is. They want. I see why, because they want to build up freaking Woods. Xavier Woods is freaking interference from the outside at Super Showdown. He wanted to have no one's gonna interrupt this match and blah 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 blah. So I see why it was that way, but now watching it, it really didn't seem like it was really that necessary. Especially how it ended, because obviously you had attempts you had pinfall attempts, you had submission attempts. Obviously, you had the usual shit going on. You have normal attacks, the normal ending match with pinfall submissions, and you had like 1 or 2 attempts at actually going up and climbing the actual cell. But it just ended with fucking Kofi just jumping over the ropes just to fucking land on the outside. That's how it ended. So. Especially, both actually watching the show, actually watching the match, actually seeing how it ended, yeah, it just didn't seem like this really needed the steel cage stipulation. But that's just me. So, yes, it was good, but it definitely could have been better, or it really just didn't really need the steel cage stipulation. But that was just me. So once again, I won this match. Kofi Kingston is still the WWE champion as we're going towards Extreme Rules, with him looking forward to take on Samoa Joe at Extreme Rules. With that said, there's that. And now we're going to leave this show. We're going to leave this next match up off with a 62 victory going so far to the next match, which is the main event and the final match on the card for the show and this actual review. Thank God, because my voice and everything else is going wild. I'm pretty sure this video is going to be long as it is, so I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry for that, because obviously talking about a bunch of shit, Roman Reigns and this whole storm coming in, all this shit. I'm sorry for all that shit. I'm sorry for the show. For this video actually being more longer than it needed to be. I do apologize, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah. So closing off, mind you, we have Seth Rollins taking on Baron Corbin with Lacey Evans as a special guest referee for the United States Championship. My prediction for this match was for Rollins to win, and he did in fact win this match, and ultimately leads me to the final score of the show being 7 wins and 2 loses. Now with this said and done, you may ask yourself, what do I personally think of this final match to actually end off this video? Must I say, you probably heard, you probably have heard or probably feel the same way. The only thing I was really hyping with this match was the freaking idea of who's going to be this freaking special guest referee. A lot of ideas thrown around. Oh, it's going to be Shane McMahon. It may be Shane. And I'm Shane. Well, maybe it could have been Shane. It could have been Shane. But, you know, it could have been Vince. It could have been Triple H. It could have been Lesnar. It could have been Heyman. It could have been this. It could have been that. You know, everyone was throwing their hats, throwing their names to the hat who this freaking ref was going to be. But it just ultimately came down and actually been freaking Lacey Evans. Go figure. And this obviously just led up to just be a pretty much big push and just big promo of fucking their match with pretty much a big old match. This pretty much just turned out to just be a hypeful-ish match, just to look forward to not Survivor Series. Fuck, I'm not gonna have Survivor Series in my head. Thanks for me for freaking being creative to talk about Survivor Series. We're a fucking month away from that. Thanks, creative freaking mind. But no, this match between these two just turned out to just pretty much turned out to be a flat-out promo or hypeful match. Just get you hyped and looking forward to what's going to happen in Extreme Rules with Seth Rollins and Becky and Lacey and Baron Corbin, since, you know, along the way, you know, Lacey just obviously did a, you know, typical heel shit. Oh, this match is going to restart because of this. There's going to be no disqualification. This match is going to restart. This match is going to restart. Don't do this. Don't hit me. I'm the ref. You can't hit me. I'm a heel ref. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to slap you. I'm going to slap you again. Ha, ha, ha. Don't you hate me? I'm going to hate you. Blah, 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 blah. And then just the whole typical shit. Just everything you would think is going to happen in this match obviously happened until obviously the match came to an end. Obviously Becky coming out just beating the shit out of freaking Lacey Evans, taking her out of the match, and then with us having a normal ref, the match then to actually end the match off of style. So obviously just pretty much letting this match just be, like I said before, just being a freaking big old match to say, hey, we did this shit just to get this pull shit together, so we can actually get you guys hyped, get you excited, to actually see what's coming up for Extreme Rules. So there you go, Lacey Evans. There's your shit. Now you're teaming up with freaking Baron Corbin, and now we have a feud for Becky Lynch and Rollins and Evans and Corbin to go towards the next pay-per-view event. Yays. So, with now that shit is now out of the way, once again, once again want to apologize for this video actually being more extended than it should have been. So, like I said, thank you for the rain for doing this shit, and thanks for me actually being creative with the whole Roman Reigns and Shane McMahon kind of feud, / Drew McIntyre feud, all that shit. Take it as you will, no matter what it is. I'm freaking being stupid with my hat. But, no, take it. Stay down. Take it as you will for whatever you want to go. This freaking review. Take it for what you will. This is what you get from one of my full-on detailed review. This is what you're gonna get. So, hopefully with this idea of me actually wanting to do this is not going to actually be like this in the future with my experimental idea. But I said it enough. It is what it is. You know, shit happens, and this is what it's gonna be. So, overall, guys, as I'm gonna close out this video, I thank you all for watching this video. And overall, guys, Stomping Grounds, while it was a show that a lot of people were going looking forward to, it just being nothing but filler and just rehash shit, it may have been that at certain points, but it actually turned out to be an actually good show, an actually watchable show. Lots of matches were good. The crowd was actually good, despite the fact of how much low attendance it was and how garbage festive the attendance was. You know, everything actually turned around. You know, Stomping Grounds was looked upon just while Stomping Grounds was just a show to be looked upon. You know, it actually rose up to a lot of expectation that it turned out to actually be an okay show. Yes, there may have been a lot of problems. It was far from a perfect show, but it actually turned out to be better than everyone expected it to be. So at least we can say that right now. It was better than expected it to be. So there you go. Tagline of the freaking show: Stomping Grounds, better than expected. So with this said, while Stomping Grounds may or may not be a one-off show for this year, 2019, I hope you guys enjoy it. While this may or may not be a one-time review or one-time shit for Stomping Grounds, so if it is what it is, then adios Stomping Grounds. You came and went for a one-time thing, and you just like Great Balls of Fire, you were actually okay. You're actually okay or pretty good. So if this is your final center for a one-time thing, so long, farewell Stomping Grounds, and welcome back wherever it is they're supposed to be here for this placement for the normal pay-per-view calendar year. So yeah, so it's a one-time thing. Adios Stomping Grounds, but if not, then next year we're going to be here for Stomping Grounds 2020. So what's going to happen next year? We'll have to see. But as of right now, we are going to leave out Stomping Grounds 2019 off of the main, as we now look forward to Extreme Rules 2019. Last year coming out of the way, as I said, Kofi Kingston and Samoa Joe, Styles and Ricochet, Lacey Evans and Barry Corbin and Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Lots more coming your way for Extreme Rules 2019 coverage. So with the said, ladies and gentlemen, what's all going to come on 2019's Extreme Rules? We're just going to have to see what happens. With the said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm done talking. I've talked far enough for this review for Stomping Grounds. And with the said, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for watching. And I'll see you guys next time for Extreme Rules 2019 coverage for 2019's prediction video for Extreme Rules. So with the said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Storm318. As the rain is starting to calm down, as soon as I am with this video, I'll see you guys next time. Peace, ladies and gentlemen.